Commission, we remain committed to working with our operators through this transition by providing the guidance and support to help them meet the required standards. Our goal is not to exclude operators, but to build a stronger industry that can stand up to local and international scrutiny.
BGLC Executive Director Timar Powell. For more information about the new automated central monitoring system of the BGLC, visit their website at bglc.gov.jm or call 876-630-1353. Until we meet again, I'm Andre Palmer. Thanks for listening.
A production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.
Nationwide 90 FM, continuing the tradition of fair, fearless, and factual reporting.
Join the National Cleanup and Volunteer Drive. Let's restore our communities one street, one home, one heart at a time. Sign up at supportjamaica.gov.jm. The time by the Office of the Prime Minister is
6 minutes after 9.
Need a prescription filled and delivered to you? Call or WhatsApp Charlie's Pharmacy at 876-787-5025. The temperature brought to you by Charlie's Pharmacy is...
It's 30 degrees Celsius in capital city Kingston, 29 out west in Montego Bay.
You're inside the Consumer Hour with Nora Gay Banton.
Good morning to you. It is Tuesday, July 14, 2026. We are alive and well, and for that we give God thanks. Good morning to you. If you're listening on the 90 FM band, 90.3, 90.5, 90.7, or 90.9, thank you all for joining us on the radio, or OG radio listeners. Big up on yourself every time. If you are watching on our YouTube channel, top of the morning to ya, it's NNN Radio Live, NNN RADIOLIVE. Let me say good morning to those who are already joining us in the YouTube chat. I am seeing Monique Hunter. Top of the morning to you, Monique. Ines Campbell Murray, good morning to you as well. Albert Morgan. Kay, good morning to you. I'm also seeing in the chat Sharon Bryan. Dawn is there as well. Rider 40. Good morning to all of you in the YouTube chat, YouTube family. Big up on yourself. If you're joining us from our mobile app or our website, top of the morning to you guys as well. Thank you all for making it nationwide 90 FM. All right, big up on yourself. This morning, inside the Consumer Hour, we are gonna take your calls. We're gonna take your calls this morning. Do we have Inside Customs? All right, so we have Inside Customs for you coming up at 9:15, and then after that, the phone lines will be open for you. If you have any questions, consumer-related matters, you have any issues, and you are trying your best to resolve it, but you know, get through, make we see if we can help you, give us a call. 876-630-9371. That goes up to 4 and 618-6730. Those are the numbers to call. Now, before I go to the break, I usually have a little thing or two to say. And this is a matter I've heard George talking about before. I'm trying to remember if it was on air or I believe he spoke about it on air. The matter of the young men who are involved in road construction, road repair. There is a stark difference with one, attire, to just your general mannerism on the job. There's a stark difference between the Chinese companies when they are doing the work and just, I'm going to assume, local contractors who have men on the road work. I passed some road work being done recently, and based on what was happening, there was need for someone to be further up the road to guide the traffic along, and someone on the other end to stop those coming, because the work that was happening was taking over one whole side of the road, so it was out of use at the time. And I counted 5, and there were more, so let's say over 5 men who were just idly by, just there, sits under a tree in the corner, just at the side looking. 2 of them had cups in hand with some sort of liquid. Can't say what it is, but they had cups in hand with liquid inside. No one, the end I was coming from, no one directing you to stop you to say, hold on, no coordination, no flagmen, nothing. But men were there. I don't know if that wasn't their job, so I can't say why nobody was there. So what is happening? Everybody coming from my end, going down the road, is meeting up on the little piece of road that leave right there, so, with everybody coming in. And the motorists are the ones directing themselves, just taking turns going in and out and, using their discretion where the traffic is concerned. And there are men standing on the side, just doing nothing. Cups in hand, just leaning, just there. In them little shots, and them just there. Them not look like them at work, them just dead. And I am wondering, if you come for work, who is paying you to stand and look at the work being done? Now I understand you're probably there from morning and you're tired. But somebody not supposed to there, a supervisor not supposed to there on the site to organize shifts and who must there on the road now and who must rest, who must eat lunch and whatever. Everybody take lunch same time? Huh? And then when you watch the Chinese companies, when they are on the road working, first of all, them in a proper clothes. Them look like them at work. Some of them in some blue suit. Some of them, you're in a pants and shirt and you look like you're at work. In your boots and your everything. You're working. And then we wonder why the sentiments towards some of our local contractors is the way it is. Somebody in the Marigold in the comments say lunchtime start from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. You're not working. You are simply standing and looking. The truck man up on the road I do where I do a dig up or a lay asphalt or I do whatever. And you lean up under a tree with a cup in your hand. I watch the traffic a build up. I watch people if and but if them can go or if them can't go. Nobody with a flag, nobody with a stop sign, nobody with nothing to say, you go, you come. And over 5 men lean up on a corner and look. And this is not a one-off situation. When George spoke about it, him talk about man, a workman dey on site with cup in a corner in mouth catch off or a spliff in the corner in mouth catch off. How can you work properly with a cup in your hand? It don't make no sense. And we need regulatory standards for these contractors. Somebody supposed to supervise the site for say, yeah, the man them a work and them a do the work properly. Notice me not even start to talk about the actual work being done, because that's another story. And we've spoken about that before. But you're on the site, you're in a cut-off foot pants or a shorts. You're in a, God bless if you're in a sneakers. Sometime a marina. A cup in your hand or a cup catch off on the corner of your mouth. Or a spliff. And you say your work. It makes no sense. And I understand the need to support local businesses and local contractors. But if this is the quality of personnel and work we're going to get, I'm going to say no thanks. No thanks. Because how you look sometimes or most times is representative of the quality of work you do. There are anomalies, but it's representative most times. And based on the quality of road repairs we're seeing these days, it tracks. It tracks. And so I am saying, and I know the Minister of Works sent out a memo recently to the NWA as it regards to some standards that should be adhered to. I would love to know where we are with that. What have we observed so far? Anyway, we're way past the break. We're going to take a break. And when we come back, when we come back from the break, you'll hear Inside Customs. After that, it's more of your calls and issues.
Win with KFC, big league, join the league. Win a trip to Brazil, all you mean? Yeah. Big deal, meal deal, big match. Just buy KFC and win that. From now until July 20th, 2026, buy a big deal or meal deal for a chance to win a trip for 2 to Brazil. Courtesy of KFC, that's $500,000 cash from Best Dressed Chicken. 11 weekly winners score free KFC for a year. 65-inch TVs, smartphones, and more. Just WhatsApp your receipt to 876-784-7811 to enter and win big in the KFC Big League. Conditions apply. Authorized under Section 58 of the Betting Gaming and Lotteries.
Mega Mart, best value by far. You can get it all here at Mega Mart. Mega Mart, best value by far. You can get it all here at Mega Mart. My Mega Mart, the best value by far. My Mega Mart, the best value by far.
A voice, a personality you love returns to Nationwide this August. Afternoons on air and online at Nationwide will never be the same.
Welcome to Inside Customs, brought to you by the Jamaica Customs Agency, country above self.
Welcome back to Inside Customs here on Nationwide 90 FM, a production of the Jamaica Customs Agency in collaboration with Nationwide 90 FM. My name is George Davis. My guest, as he was last week, is the Chief Information Officer, Senior Director at Jamaica Customs Agency, Andre Williams. Welcome again, sir.
Good day to you, George. Good to be back here.
Excellent.
Yes.
Last week we spoke a lot about the technologies that Jamaica Customs Agency has introduced, will introduce to make the experience of people who do business with the firm that much easier. And you affirmed that the feedback from your various publics has been overwhelmingly positive, and you're not resting on laurels. You're continuing to innovate to make Jamaica Customs Agency a modern and nimble entity that people can depend on to do business efficiently and not have to waste time. See, I gave you something else
100%.
again. There you go. All right. Let's talk this week, Andre, about J-Swift. First of all, remind my listeners and my audience, rather, what J-Swift is, what J-Swift does, and the improvements that have been made under J-Swift in recent times.
Definitely. So J-Swift is a Jamaica single window for trade. And that, of course, is a single window where it brings together all the services that are required to obtain either import or export license, permit, certificate, or any other approval for the movement of goods across our borders. That project, of course, is coming out of the government of Jamaica being a signatory to the WTO, the Trade Facilitation Agreement. And what it says is that we'll establish a single point of contact to access all of these government services.
Right.
Yes. So, George, we've been on this path and we have been making steady progress, but it's the impact of what it is that we're doing. Today, I'm happy to say that we now have 14 agencies who are involved in providing over 110 services jointly to our importers or, of course, our exporters, individuals as well. Today, we also have in excess of 15,000 registered subscribers. So those are individuals and traders.
15,000?
Over 15,000.
Wow.
So a lot of persons are involved in trade. Yes. And the big agencies, in fact, the 14 agencies out of the 21 that are to be onboarded represents more than 80% of those approvals that you need for the movement of goods. So Ministry of Health, Ministry of Agriculture, Trade in regards to the Trade Board Limited and others, they're all onboarded to J-Swift.
Yeah. Let me break you there. Well, not quite break you, but here's the thing I've wanted to ask for some time. The improvements that have been made to the customs agency through J-Swift, even back as far, and I say far relatively speaking, to the introduction of ASICUDA, which of course the customs agency said was a game changer, was potentially a game changer, which has proven to be a game changer, and the other things. You spoke about the apps last week. Would you say the experience of the persons who do business with the customs agency is so much easier that people who would have thought that, look, I have to go through a company or a broker or some entity to get the business done because it's so complicated? No, the customs agency is saying, no, you can do this thing yourself. So the process is not daunting. You don't need anybody to act on your behalf because what we've set out allows every individual with a smartphone and an internet connection to go online and get things done. Would that be accurate?
It would be accurate. It definitely is a self-service portal. We have sought to simplify trade, take out the complexity of it, to inform in regards to what the requirements are.
And that doesn't mean all complexities are been removed. It's just that a lot of them have been.
Yes.
Because nothing is perfect, eh?
Nothing is perfect. There's always room for more improvement. And we work alongside the regulatory agencies. There are laws which prescribe exactly what it is that is a requirement for importing a particular product. For example, pharmaceuticals, agricultural products, right? And of course, it must be coming from an approved list of countries, etc. What is nice now is that you have that packaged in one place, and you can now determine what services that you're going to be using.
Yes.
It will inform you of what the requirements are from an information perspective, any supporting documents that you may need. And you can now scan and upload these pieces of documents and to include entering the information directly. You submit it. There may be 1, 2, or 3 agencies based on the regulatory requirements that are involved. But for you, it is one application and you're receiving one approval. Seamless. So that's what we're bringing to the trade. A simple interface, which now provides a single service, but still cutting across multiple agencies. And what we have seen as well through the digitization is a shorter turnaround time. right? Of course, you would probably have to be moving, well, before you definitely would have to be filling out fiscal forms and moving from one agency to the other. No, you're staying, as you mentioned, right on your mobile or from your office or anywhere, and applying directly and interacting with these agencies in a very seamless manner, because the system also allows for two-way communication between the applicant and the processing officer.
You know, it's human nature to seek to simplify things. So when I heard about J Swift for the first time and read on paper what it was designed to do, I was saying to myself, well, gone are the days when people say, boy, you have to come and town, go drive up and down, whole day, God is an agency, God at the ministry, God at the place, a call is a place, and 2-3 days it takes me to do everything.
Yes.
So J Swift, you're saying, based on its track record and what it's designed to do, eliminates the run around and puts you directly in touch with the areas you need to do business.
From wherever you are, whether you're here, you're abroad, whether you're on vacation, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You're able to access the services.
As it relates to the Department of Cooperatives and Friendly Societies, I got that right?
Yes.
Yeah. What change has been, or what improvement has been facilitated to doing business through that entity under the J Swift banner?
So we are working with the Department of Cooperatives and Friendly Society right now to digitize their services. It's now being onboarded to the J Swift platform. They have the responsibility of registering and regulating charitable institutions, other groups like benevolent societies, etc.
Right.
And of course, they do that in partnership with the tax administration as well, who is a part of that review of the application. Now, there'll be a very lengthy application, and there are a lot of supporting documents. You have different persons who will be a part of that committee, as the case may be, and that generates a lot of documents. And of course, in submitting documents, it takes a while to go through. They will now have the ability to go online and to do that application, make that submission, make the payment where fees are required, and it is now seamlessly routed to the DCFS personnel. And of course, as you mentioned, this is also being done jointly with the tax administration as well. So there's a seamless exchange of data, and both agencies can in fact review the application and then give that one approval. So you don't need to be running between both.
Yeah.
There you go.
You know, I couldn't speak to you without asking about this, the Enter Jamaica mobile app, because, you know, I've been fortunate enough to be traveling from a teenager. I know I'm old now, right? So it's been a while.
I wouldn't say you're old.
Well, I know. I had to full out the farm, Andre. And then you're sitting on the plane, you have to wait till the pen recycle itself across every row of seed come down to you. And no, I can tell you. You come and you go on your phone, bam, 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 done.
Yes.
It is so convenient. And I want to know if the experience, as I've related, is the experience that users have had in their feedback to the customs agency.
Yeah, we definitely have been getting some good remarks, good responses. It's a part of the digital travel experience that, of course, we have improved on. This is a clear partnership between the Jamaica Customs Agency and PICA. And we, as you rightly mentioned, we've moved away from the form. It comes without a plane. I don't know how sometimes you find a pen on a plane. Right? And now you have the portal, but we've gone one step further. So we have now introduced the Enter Jamaica C5 mobile app, which is available for Android and iOS. Now, one of the things that you have to do now for the portal, of course, you'd have to have a registered email address to get the code, and then submit your application, and then you get the feedback. So we wanted to add an extra layer of convenience. And we know that we now have the digital natives, right, in a digital era. And so the mobile app now allows for you to download the app from the App or Play Store. You can now scan your passport. Of course, you agree to the terms and conditions that your information is treated as confidential. It's encrypted on the device. And then you can scan that biometric page, which now pulls all the passport details, the number, the country official expiration date. And that minimizes...
I mean, have a punching in the manually
again.
Yeah,
minimizes the possibility of error. So you're scanning that, and you can now store that encrypted. Not only for yourself, because bear in mind that the C5 also allows for accompanying spouse and minors. So if you're traveling with the family, all of that can be stored on one device. Then, of course, now comes the trip. So you have the passport details being stored encrypted. You can now go ahead to create your trip, which of course is going to be coming in real time to both customs and immigration. You complete that for each of the, if you're traveling alone, of course you can do that. If it is that you're traveling as spouse or minor, you can do that in one submission, and it creates those individual records. You are provided a QR code along with the confirmation reference number, and it's as simple as that. When you get to Jamaica, you head directly to the kiosk, interact with the kiosk and go through the e-gates. You come to customs, and of course, we'll be using the passport to retrieve record. That's it. So it's a full almost, I would say, contactless.
Yes, yes.
But it's a seamless experience. We have seen where it has definitely had a huge impact in regards to the throughput of passengers, both in Kingston and in Montego Bay.
Yeah, I know you're the man who's the information chief, but I mean, it would be perhaps even better to ask someone not named Andre Williams, but you're here, so I have to work with you. Here's the thing. In the last 10 years, Andre, since 2016, how would you say the technological innovations have assisted Jamaica Customs Agency to provide better service to all who interface with it? Just the last 10 years alone.
Yeah. Digitization gives you the opportunity to remove the overlaps and the complexity. Once you start documenting a process, you really see what you have been doing, and the layers upon layers, which are viewed as control, actually induces more bureaucracy. And we are now able to diminish that wall, to tear it apart. And what you now have is a very level field where you have designated persons who have their respective responsibilities to carry out a certain function. Of course, you know, bring your clients one step closer. They now can apply online. Everything is real time. You see exactly when a submission has been made, when payment has been made. It's assigned in real time to an officer. So it doesn't go into a pool and sit, right? But it's assigned in real time to an officer within customs, or if there's one or two units involved, it's done simultaneously. So you have both units working concurrently. In addition to that, we partner with 17 other government agencies who will have real-time access to the information if it is that it concerns them. And they too will be working in the same breath in reviewing this application. Nobody has moved. And what we see now, of course, we monitor our throughput. We do have KPIs in regards to our turnaround time. And we monitor our own efficiency, we report on our own efficiency, and then we look to see what are the bottlenecks. Do we need a simpler process? Is this too complex? Or is it that we need to educate the public or the broker or whoever it is that is also involved in this particular process to see if we can now shorten that turnaround time? So that's what we have been doing. We have seen significant improvement in regards to persons' understanding of the requirements, complying with those requirements. And of course, it makes it far easier for us to review and grant that approval where it is necessary.
Excellent, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Andre Williams, their Chief Information Officer, Senior Director at the Jamaica Customs Agency. I'm flashing because we're out of time. Thank you again, Andre.
You're most welcome.
Respect. Inside Customs.
That was Inside Customs, brought to you by the Jamaica Customs Agency, country above self.
Spectrum Insurance Brokers provides quality insurance coverage and risk management services. The time by Spectrum Insurance Brokers Limited, setting the industry standards, is
9:33.
Win with KFC, big league, join the league. Win a trip to Brazil, all you mean? Big deal, meal deal, big match. Just buy KFC and win that. From now until July 20th, 2026, buy a big deal or meal deal for a chance to win a trip for two to Brazil. Courtesy of KFC. That's $500,000 cash from Best Dressed Chicken. 11 weekly winners score free KFC for a year. 65-inch TVs, smartphones, and more. Just WhatsApp your receipt to 876-784-7811 to enter and win big in the KFC Big League.
Conditions apply. Authorized under Section 58 of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries.
Hi, I'm Chris Tufton, Minister of Health and Wellness. July is Healthcare Workers Appreciation Month, and I want to salute all our healthcare workers for their work. You are the vanguards of our health, and I have experienced firsthand your commitment, service, and sacrifice. Thank you for all that you do. On behalf of the Ministry of Health and Wellness, the government, and the people of Jamaica, enjoy your special month. God bless.
A message from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
A voice you love returns home. This August, afternoons on Nationwide, on air and online will never be the same.
Good morning, good morning. You're back here inside the Consumer Hour on Nationwide 90 FM. I'm Norige Banton. We are now at the point in the program where we are going to take your calls. The phone lines will be open. 876-630-9371. That goes up to 4. So 630-9371, 630-9372, 630-9373, 630-9374, and our digital line is 618-6730. You can give us a call if you have any consumer related matters. Let's hear you out and see how best we can assist you. All right. Alaric is on the line. Good morning, Alaric.
Hi, Norige. Good morning. How are you?
I am doing good. How are you?
I'm not doing too bad, and when you hear my story, that means I'll be doing better. But before I go there, you are too young to have heard Muddy Perkins. You might have only heard about him when you grew up.
Right.
Okay, Muddy used to have a little shame because there was no telephone then in terms of what we have now. So Muddy used to say when them get any information, a little birdie put a little thing on them door. Well, a little birdie came me and tell me that a lady who I have held in so much esteem, mother has never gotten a speeding ticket.
Yes.
And she's afraid to tell us that she has gotten. She's going around the bush.
No, I am not afraid to say that I've gotten. I pretty much said it when I said it's too late for me to be in the category with my mother of persons who've never gotten a ticket.
You are the person who the little bird is telling me about?
Alric, you go on, yeah?
I heard the man and I smiled, you know. I said, Nora, put it down. Every now and then, Nora, I have to put it down.
No, man, sometimes, you know, but the authorities are listening, so let's move on.
All right. Nora, surprise or false surprise. 2 Sundays ago, I was home, and my phone rang. I answered, and a pleasant young gentleman by Are you Alric Johnson? And I said, yes, sir. He said, I'm looking for you. I'm from Flo, and I'm looking for you. But I don't see your house. I tell you all the while, my house down a little bit off the road. So I'm down the road. So I said, I'll come out and meet you, and I went out. So Flo sent him to fix my yard and road table. So he came inside, very polite. I asked him to come in. He came in, checked, did some work, and said he's going to go back down to where they had fixed the box on the main road. Went down, came back 10 minutes after, came in, and my line is fixed.
Oh.
Oh?
And how long did that take him?
It took him 20 minutes maximum, and then to make sure it was working, it took him 20-25 minutes maximum to do everything. He came in, did some work inside, changed a piece of wire, went at the house, went up on his ladder, checked there, everything was good. Then he said he's going to go down to the box. Went down to the box, still had a red light showing when he was going down to the box. Did something, came back, and everything is green.
Look at that. After years of complaining.
From Melissa.
Look at that.
Thanks to you, Michelle, and George, because George, that was no good. Michelle really have brought back the truth, because sometimes it seems to go into so much trouble.
No, but it goes to show that something that could take a technician 20 minutes, 25 minutes to come to your house and fix. Why did you have to wait almost a year? Why did you have to wait almost a year for that to happen?
And the irony of it is, Nora, they fixed the box, they changed the box around 6 weeks ago, and I told her that they came in. So, yeah, man, then I could have come 2 days after.
Exactly. Just organize the thing properly and send who needs to go at one time. And fix what you need to fix and move on. You have people waiting months upon months upon months and paying your bill every month for a service they're not receiving.
I'd stop, Nora. And since he came and fixed it, I've gotten one for 35,700, which I'm going to go and dispute now because I have to get my rebate.
That's right.
Right. So thanks again to you.
No
I know
problem.
no call it out to Michelle, Jad Davis, who no depend them, Jad, make me call people. Michelle, so big up on yourself again and thanks and keep up the good work. We don't know what would I do without you.
All right, Alric, thank you so much for calling with the update. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man, and thanks again.
All right. Finally, Alric's Yarden Road is now fixed. Hopefully, once and for all. Anthony, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, I have a concern. It's a long time I call about this concern and it seems like it's anywhere. I heard Minister Ball and also Minister Chuck. They're coming out with these news programs, this new thing about with the motorists. October. Yet at the present time, when I check, when I go and look up traffic tickets, I have tickets here from 2022, where I have paid in the court, and they are still on my system, still on the system, saying that I owe the government $150,000 when I have not, when I don't owe the government that time. So my concern is that they say they're pushing up this grand thing, and yet their system is not up to par with their so-called unwanted tickets, basically.
The tickets that still exist on your file, for lack of a better word, you disputed them before? Have you gone anywhere to say that, hey, I've paid these tickets, please clear them?
I went to the court on several occasions. Thursday last week, I went there to say, okay, I took these tickets on my file, and I addressed them here in the court. And they informed me, I said, I come there, and they said to leave my name, leave my TRN, phone number. The days when ticket was paid, I do all that. And yet still, they are still on my file.
And when you went to the court the last time, and did they make any promise or acknowledge the error and make any attempt to remove them for you?
Okay, what she have informed me that the tax office have a different system, the court have a different system, they're not connected together.
Okay.
So they at the court is basically backlog. That's what I'm getting from her. It's backlog. So I say, well, I'm to all these tickets because they are saying that each time I stop and I give my police my license, he keep on asking me, sir, I say you have outstanding tickets. I say, I do not have an outstanding ticket. Do you have warrant? Do you have this? Do you have that? And I'm tired of it.
But okay, so I understand the difference with the tax office system versus the court system. But if you already paid the ticket, then it should be cleared, if not immediately, then soon after. So what is the explanation for the tickets not being cleared on the system? That is what they need to tell you.
Okay, she's telling me that there is somebody there every day asking for her, trying to upload.
Trying to clear the system?
Right, clear the system.
Interesting.
Yes. That's what she told me. But I'm saying to myself that then why the Minister of Security and the Minister of Transport come in and basically a national radio come in telling about this grand thing coming and they are not fixing it up to date.
Yeah.
While I put the energy and updating your system, then come forward.
I mean, the two things can happen at the same time, you know. But you are correct. And if you have tickets for so long, over an extended period, and each time you go, they're not being cleared, there is something wrong with the system. And I am sure you're not the only one who is seeing tickets that you've already paid still on the system. So what I'm going to advise you to do is ensure that, especially if come October they're still there on the system, Ensure that you are traveling with some proof of payment or whatever documents you can keep in your vehicle to show that you've indeed paid these tickets. Because I can foresee challenge coming to you from the police when they come, they run your license, run your plate, and see that there are tickets on the system. Some may listen, some may not take no talk, and just go ahead and probably apply the demerit, the points or whatever. So I would advise you to just walk with your proof of payment. And what I'm going to do also is ask you to stay on the line. Let's see if we can connect you with someone from the Court Administration Division who can look into this for you and see what is happening on the system, because it cannot be that someone has paid their tickets and the tickets are just still there, and every time the police stop you, you have to explain yourself over and over. Say, me pay the ticket them, but the system this and the system that. It must be in order, especially before the new system comes in October 1. So stay on the line. Let's see if we can connect you with someone from the Court Administration Division who may be able to link you with TAJ and get this sorted out. All right. He's absolutely right. He's absolutely right. There, if you're coming with this system October 1, your system with people's tickets must be up to date, must be in order. People can't pay them ticket, duly pay them ticket, and it's still on the system, and then you're going to introduce now demerits. It cannot work. Because if the tickets are still existing, when police stop, some police not take no talk. And that's the fact. And you leave citizens now to be out there fighting with police. For proof, say, me pay the ticket them, officer, but the system not update. Come on, man. No, we have to work. We have to ensure that our systems are up to date so that when we introduce these fancy new things, they work. We have to. We're up on the break. Let's take the break and come back with more of your calls.
A voice you love returns home.
Nice and clean, like Jesus police record.
This August.
Oh my God, my tympanic membrane.
Afternoons on Nationwide, on air and online will never be the same.
Join Nationwide 90 FM live for an outside broadcast with Cliff Hughes Online on Wednesday, July 15, 2026 from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Separat's Danvers Pen facility in St. Thomas. Be there as the Jamaica Dairy Development Board under the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries and Mining officially distributes 400 heifers to dairy farmers across the island as part of the government's emergency recovery initiative following Hurricane Melissa. Hear from the Minister of Agriculture, the Honorable Floyd Green, along with key stakeholders as they outline the government's recovery efforts and long-term vision for a stronger, more resilient dairy sector. Join Cliff Hughes for insightful interviews, expert analysis, and live coverage from the heart of this important national initiative. Tune in to Cliff Hughes Online Wednesday, July 15 for a live broadcast from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. from Separat's Danvers Pen facility in St. Thomas. This broadcast is brought to you by the Jamaica Dairy Development Board.
Turn up the heat with Hot Listing, Nationwide 90 FM's new on-air and online classifieds feature. If you have a car for sale, room for rent, or yard sale come up. If you look at work or need stuff. If you provide a service, make it a Hot Listing, Nationwide 90 FM's new on-air and online classified segment. Your listing plays again and again. From morning till evening. You sing it, we play it. You say it once, Jamaica hears it all day, every hour. Contact our sales team now at 876-630-1210 or sales at nationwidenewsnetwork.com. Hot Listings on Nationwide 90 FM, a new revolution in media.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. You're back here inside the Consumer Hour on Nationwide 90 FM. I am Nora Gay Banton. We are on the final leg of the Consumer Hour for this morning. Still taking your calls, though. If you have any consumer-related matters, you can give us a call. The numbers to call, 876-630-9371, and that goes up to 4, and our digital line is 618-6730. And on the point earlier, just before the break, with that caller, Anthony, who is raising an issue he says he raised before, but still has not been resolved, the issue of tickets that are already paid still showing up on the system. It is a major problem, but let me hasten to acknowledge that it works as it should for others. Because I'm sure others can attest to the fact that the ticket is there when it is given, they pay it, and it's gone, it disappears because you paid the ticket, and that is cleared. But clearly, it is not working for others because Anthony is not the first, and he's not the only person, I'm sure, who has this issue. So there is an issue with the system when it comes to clearing tickets that have already been paid for some people, and it needs to be addressed, especially before the new system comes into effect on October 1. Michael, good morning.
How are you this morning?
I am doing good. How are you?
The good up here on the mountain here listening, and coming like listening the mother of Nationwide.
I'm too young to be the mother of Nationwide.
Yeah, man, because when you're in our old time woman named Snow Rhino, she born in the 18th century, every time you talk, you remember her.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm sure she was a wonderful woman.
Yeah, because my mother was a big woman, you know. But she answered my mother, yes, I'm call my mother, no, but my mother answered, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you just remind me of it.
Okay.
Yeah, when I want to say to you this morning, you know, the water commission.
Mm-hmm.
The water here for around 6 feet and yet still water in the kitchen to fish is the pump out, you know, them say the pump broke down.
And you said there's no water for 6 weeks now?
Yeah.
NWC, give me the area again. I think Flamstead, yes. And it's at the pump is at Flamstead.
Yeah.
I remember you saying that, yes. NWC, Mr. Delano Williams, do you have any update on Flamstead? The residents in that area that are supplied by the pump there, they have been without water for over a month now. It has not been raining, so you can imagine the struggle they're having with doing their daily activities, cooking, cleaning, bathing, washing. All of those things are necessary things that require water, and the residents have had no water. And Michael, have you seen any NWC trucks coming with water for the residents?
Truck never come up here yet with water.
Oh, Lord. NWC, Mr. Delano Williams, you are responsible for the communication arm of the NWC. Can you let us know what's happening in Flamstead? Mr. Michael here, one of our diligent regular callers, says there's no water up there for 6 weeks now. Thankfully, he has a tank, but it has not been raining, and the contents of the tank, I'm sure, is being depleted because he has to use the water. And no rain is falling to fill back the tank. So NWC, we're asking you, please, hasten your steps to get up to Flamstead and fix the system.
You have a next part, you know, Miss Banter.
Mm-hmm.
You're on the next side. Then have edge of water where they have a pump around there where that Mr. Pump to blast the Rice Valley, good hope and all them states, but it keeps them out of Rice Valley and good hope, move out.
Mm-hmm.
So That water there, they just running down into the Cane River, and nothing to see around 10 years. I don't take that pump there work,
So no go down there go catch water.
No, that is a different area.
Oh, it's far from where you are.
Yeah, around on the next side.
Oh, okay.
That water there, if the government out to spend money, he could have dam a part and what person could have make a dam, And so I drive to see right into the moon reservoir, and so cost money,
Yeah, everything will cost money.
Yeah, because now where would have catch the water, when driving the road, not really going to say no.
Oh.
That you catch the water up there, could I get gravity seed?
Okay.
During the time when them have built, the pump house when I tell you about, and the one that we get water from, then time now we would never be there. But still the people, the cases see them time.
But based on what is happening now, you're saying nobody really lives there anymore.
Yeah.
But the water is there, so the NWC can utilize the availability of water there and get the water to other areas that really need it.
Yeah, it could have got almost right into the moon reservoir, brother, to see me. Because the moon reservoir extra low now.
Well, you see, this is why consultation is very important with the residents, because you see, Michael has ideas for you, NWC, if you have not yet been considering these things. But you have to meet with the people and hear what they're saying. But while they think about that, let me just remind them, NWC, Flamstead, people live up there. Other than this area, people live up there. Michael up there and him need water in him pipe. Him tank water soon done and him need water in him pipe. All right, NWC, very good. All right.
What happened in this map, in this Bantan? Would I like the Minister of Water come and sing let me show him
where you talk about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Some would I go walk. To go let me show him where could I get the water from. I would have get a lot of water to go straight into the moon.
Maybe I have to go wait till election time again to see some of them people.
No. Then you have to talk to them working after till election time.
I joke me and make with you, Michael. I joke me and make. But we're out of time. But thank you so much for calling. I appreciate the call. All right. That's all the time we have this morning for the Consumer Hour. We are making way now for Cliff Hughes Online.
That was the Consumer Hour with Nora Gay Banton.